Charlotte's #1 country, 103.7 WSOC.
Things in the bud 12 years later, he walks in the studio with, "I don't have time to deal with this right now, just flush it down the toilet."
So what's going on at home?
I kind of regret that you heard me say that. We've had a hamster explosion. We thought we had 2 female hamsters. Unless it's some kind of immaculate thing, we don't have 2 female hamsters because there's a whole bunch of little bitty ones in the cage. And my wife, in an effort to deal with the situation before the kids got home from school, took the whole cage and the itty bitty hamsters and proud mama and papa to the pet store to exchange them. And my advice was just take the whole mess down there and find 2 more that look just like them, and the kids ain't never gonna know. By the time they get home, you'll have 2, whatever, and the itty bitty ones will be at the pet store. Well, they don't have any more of those particular dwarf hamsters. So she said, "What do I do now?" And I said, "Just flush them down the toilet. I don't, what do you want from me? I'm at WSOC. I'm about to do an interview. I don't know what else." And now my advice is just get 2 regular hamsters and blame it on whatever the kid fed them yesterday, and say that they doubled in size overnight. What'd you give them? I don't know. It's one thing. It's just
it never ends,
day.
does it? It never ends.
No matter how big a star you are, you still got the stuff to deal with.
I think that's what I've always liked about Trace is his life is just as jacked up as mine is. The only difference is his wife's not in the room with him physically. She's just on the phone.
Yeah, but it's always something funny like that.
Got some brand new music to play for you from Trace coming up in just a few.
Thank God, because that song there is 25 years old. I appreciate you pulling something off my
test of time.
album that I recorded in elementary school.
I want to ask you a couple of questions that some listeners sent in. This is from Melina.
All right.
Trace, you seem annoyed with Blake on interviews about Hillbilly Bone. Does Blake really annoy you?
Yeah. From time to time. I mean, you try to do an interview with him. I swear. After we won the award the other night out there in Vegas, and we went backstage and we had to do these interviews with all these people, I literally apologized, stayed after he walked away and apologized to the person we were doing an interview with because they didn't get anything of substance. No, nothing. Just him rambling and rattling off crazy stuff and just, and you know what? I think we work as a team though, because I'm good straight man to his whatever it is.
Yeah, you can't believe anything he says.
No, you can't. You truly. I think he asked Miranda to marry him. I don't know that for sure. I don't know. And when I go to the wedding, I'm going to have to see the preacher's papers to make sure that it's the real deal.
Maybe an internet preacher.
It could be.
Also, Melina wants to know about your home. Did it suffer any damage in the Tennessee floods?
Not my home, no. But I know a lot of people that did. It was a bad
I've
deal.
never seen pictures. I didn't realize how bad it was over the weekend that it happened. Mm-hmm. You just hear on the news, Nashville's getting a lot of water, and I had friends send me pictures of aerial views of Opry and Opryland, and then a shot of the actual Opry House with water 2 and 3 feet over the top of the stage, and I'm going, wait a minute, there's an orchestra pit in front of that stage. Yeah. And I never in my wildest dreams could have imagined damage like that.
Nobody ever envisioned anything like that happening. They said it was a 1,000-year flood. I don't know how they know that.
Probably not a whole lot of people around the last time.
Maybe found some Indian carving of some kind of high water mark, or I don't know, but it was a mess.
Trace Adkins is our guest on WSOC, and how does it make you feel to know girls, or how does it make the girls that in your house feel to know that other girls 20 and 30 years your junior are totally enamored with you?
I get a lot of eye rolling, from my ladies at my house. Yeah.
Your wife's over it at this point, isn't she?
She was over me a decade ago. Yeah.
How long have y'all been married?
15 years, I think.
You've had people from the background telling you.
Get it right, get it right.
I had to think, okay, let's see, that oldest kid's 12. Yeah, 13 years.
She's not listening online. She's flushing hamsters down the toilet.
I doubt that, seriously.
Accomplish that.
I'll probably go home at 43 hamsters this time.
All right, so let's talk about the brand new record label. You're on Toby Keith's record label, Show Dog Universal, and the brand new song, This Ain't No Love Song. How did this come about? I know you were on tour with Toby last year.
I toured with Toby last year, and I got to be honest, I had an opportunity to see not just the way the organization is run, the competency that it's run with, but it's a lot more than that. It's the attitude that they have, and they still place a high value on having fun, and this business, you know, we can't forget that that's why we got in this business in the first place, was because it's fun and because music is supposed to be an enjoyable thing. And it just, you know, we take care of business, you know, we get our business taken care of, but we still are passionate about music and have fun, and I wanted to be a part of that. After I saw that, I wanted to be a part of it, and so now I am.
All right. It's called This Ain't No Love Song. Is it the title cut to the new CD, or what's
No, the new CD is called Cowboys Back in Town.
All right. When does that due out?
August 24th.
All right. Well, here we go. Brand new Trace Adkins, 103.7 WSOC.